Hi there everyone, Mark from Retrovania Gaming here, and I'm welcoming you back to another random Sunday Funday. This time it's going to be slightly different though, in that I'm going to be starting a short series of videos based on games that were featured in videos from the channel Retrovania. Now, I absolutely adore this channel. He does a load of great content. He really does resonate with me. He really does tickle my nostalgia bone. And I can't say enough great things about him. So I'll put a link on the video. I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And we're kicking it off with something that is, well, it is a little bit different. It's Firestriker, which came out in 1994. Now, yeah, how do I describe this? It definitely falls out the random Sunday Funday category. It's random, mainly because it's a random game that I've picked. But it's also a real proper random game. You can't really place it. It's a, how would I describe it even? It's like an action puzzle game, which if you're familiar with games like Breakout or Arkanoid and Breakout are pretty much the same game, then yeah, you're going to be familiar with Firestriker, because it kind of follows a similar vein. Well, without further ado, let's kind of get into it. Right, this little red fella is the character that you control. Story. I have summoned you, brave Slater. The world is about to be plunged into the darkness by the Archmage Wild. Ordinary weapons are of no use against Wild's four monsters. We have no choice but to use the Triolite. And you, brave Slater, only you can wield the Triolite. The world's fate rests with you. Good luck. You must stop the Archmage Wild. There you go, bit of a standard setup. Bad guy wants to take over the world, blah blah blah, we've got to stop him. Yeah, and so we're kicked out onto this awesome looking map screen, which we can go back. Actually, I'm going to do that because it's quite funny. Go back into the castle. Why have you returned without removing one of the four seals? I mean, he makes a good point. Yeah, so we've got to basically go around this map and well, do what he says, remove the four seals. And how do we do that? Right, at the moment we can only choose one character, which is the this guy in the red armour. And this is us. This is the Triolite. It's a sort of fireball that we bounce around, and our objective is to get the ball through the hole in the top of the play field. Our little mage guy will bounce it around a little. Those little power-ups that we just collected will allow you to do sort of like a strong strike, which you do need to break some blocks. Not in this level. I only know that because I gave it a very brief playthrough before to test it out. But yeah, you can see now why I'm sort of like comparing it to like Breakout and Arkanoid, and real difference being, well, one, it's kind of fantasy themed. Well, hang on. And two, you get to move your well, what essentially would be the bat in Arkanoid around the play area. Also, the ball's, I'm going to call it a ball because that is essentially what it is. The ball's momentum isn't infinite. It's kind of like the playing field is on a sort of slope, sloping towards the bottom. Because if you hit the ball, it will eventually sort of arc downwards. Also, I know you can sort of vaguely do it a little. Well, come on, hit it back, thank you. Yeah, our little mage bats it about. I know you can sort of, in a way, control the way that the ball is going to go in Arkanoid, but here you can by actually pressing the D-pad rather than hitting it on a specific part of the bat. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to just sort of go. Oh, and also the another difference, which you may have noticed, I didn't need to destroy that enemy, I did though. Another difference you may have noticed is the fact that, there we go, is the fact that you know, we can let the ball bounce below us. It will bounce off the bottom, essentially. What will happen, how we lose, is we've got some blocks at the bottom of the screen there, sort of just under that mage character. I don't know if he is a mage, but that's what I call him, because he kind of looks like one. Which break in the same way that the ones above us do. And if the ball gets through those blocks and falls off the screen at the bottom, then we lose. So it you know, it is a sort of similar thing if the ball, well, if you let the ball sort of go out of the playing field at the bottom, but it's not as rigid as, no, come on, see, we're cracking blocks down the bottom there. It's not as rigid as Breakout because of the fact that, you know, you've got some leeway. That's not good. Come on, mage, hit it back up. Thank you. No, not at the rocks. Up, like that. Up. Now, this is just it. You might be thinking, well, why don't you just keep hitting it upwards? Well, I can't keep hitting it upwards because eventually, if it hits a block, it will sort of bounce off at a slightly different angle anyway, as you can see there. So, yeah, that's, the developers kind of thought about that. Oh, I got stuck. Speaking of rocks, I got stuck on one. Come on. No. So yeah, but also because of the fact that, you know, you can't just leave it to its own devices. Oh, and here we go. Right. This is, I think this is where I got to when I was doing the trial run, which is why I know we've got a little power-up that we can use to get through certain blocks. Oh no, hang on, there we go, we'll get out of that. Get out of that a little bit. I wasn't paying attention there. My mage was doing all the work. I wasn't looking at the screen, and I wasn't talking. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen, I was talking. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Yeah, that's how comes I knew that I had a sort of power smash, was that there's some blocks, it might be in this level actually, that we need to use it to sort of smash open. Come on, get up there, get up there, get up there. Oh yes, these ones at the end. Oh no, there we go, they just take a few more. Well, yes, I think we'll leave it there, to be honest with you. It's an interesting game. Would I kind of really recommend it? Not necessarily. It's an interesting concept. The controls are quite weird. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard work in a way. It's hard to explain how it controls. It kind of wants to be kind of precise and crisp, but it isn't quite. It's a little bit slippery, and by slippery I don't mean that you're sliding about all over the place. It's kind of weird. I mean, overall it's an interesting concept, but it just needed tightening up a little bit, I think. And needed a bit more variation. I know the levels are a little bit different, and I know that, you know, these stages are going to be a bit different. I mean, if we go into this one, I dare say this will look slightly different, but again, it's all still more of the sameness. And I know that was kind of like the same thing with Breakout as well, but at least that had a little bit of variation to it. There's that power shot I showed you. If you pick up power icons, it fills up a meter at the bottom. But yeah, it just needs a little something, you know. It's kind of a bit hard to put my finger on, but it just needs a little something. Other than that, I mean, you know, if you play it for like 10-15 minutes or so, you know, like I've been doing here, you know, yeah, it's a bit of fun, a fun way to pass a bit of time. But would I want to have a proper session of it? Yeah, probably not, to be honest with you. No, it's yeah, not one for me. I think it does have a multiplayer option. I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, it's not one I think I'd recommend, really. But interesting concept. Interesting concept. I can see why it's on the weird SNES game list. But, you know, I kind of had a bit of fun showing it to you. I hope you had a bit of fun watching it. If you know of any weird SNES games, then do let me know. I've got a few that I've got lined up. But yeah, drop a comment. Be sure to check out Retrovania. And as always, be sure to check out the next one. So until then, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.